Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving into the world of ultra-rare pennies, some of the most valuable and sought-after coins that could be worth millions. These pennies aren't just historical treasures, they're incredibly valuable pieces of American numismatic history. So, let's get into it. When you think of pennies, you might imagine something small and simple. But some of these little copper coins hold a value far beyond their face value, with a select few fetching millions of dollars at auctions. These pennies are rare, unique, and have a fascinating backstory. Let's begin our countdown of the top 12 most valuable ultra-rare US pennies, worth millions. Today, we've got a real gem for you, the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This little piece of history might just be hiding in your pocket change, and it could be worth a whopping $54,972. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $55,000 for a coin that was minted more than 50 years ago. In this video, we'll explore the history, rarity, and current value of the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, along with why it's worth so much money. So stick around, because you won't want to miss this. History of the 1973 Lincoln penny. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, designed by the famous artist Victor David Brenner. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the reverse showcases a wheat-ear design, which was used until 1958. After 1958, the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, which is what you'll find on most modern pennies. Now, the 1973 penny is a part of the modern series, and as far as the design goes, it's relatively standard. But here's where things get interesting. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced two versions of the penny. Most of the 1973 pennies were made with the familiar D Mint mark, for Denver, and some were made at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark at all. What makes the no mint mark variety so special? Well, not all of these pennies were made with the precision and quality that collectors are after, but there's a specific subset of these coins that were produced with errors or unique features that made them rare. These errors and unique characteristics are what drive up their value today. The value of the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. So, why is the 1973 no-mint Mark penny worth so much? Well, we've already established that most of the coins from that year are fairly common. But not every penny is created equal. The ones with rare minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual characteristics, are worth much more. In fact, a 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition, especially one that shows no wear, can fetch an eye-popping $54,972 at auction. Let's break down the factors that contribute to this high value. Rarity. Not many of these pennies are in perfect condition. Collectors are always on the lookout for well-preserved examples, particularly those with errors. Demand from collectors. The demand for high-quality error coins is huge. Collectors know that finding a coin with a minting flaw can make it even more valuable over time. In this case, the 1973 no-mint Mark penny checks all the boxes for error coin hunters. Perfect condition. A penny that has survived over 50 years in mint condition, with no signs of wear, is incredibly rare. Coins that grade well, like those that score MS 65 or higher on the Sheldon scale, are the ones that are likely to hit that $50,000 plus mark. How to identify a 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth big money? Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1973 penny is worth money? Great question. Let's go over a few key things to look for when searching your coin collection or pocket change. Check the mint mark. First, look at the obverse, front, of the coin. The 1973 no-mint Mark penny will not have the usual D mint mark found on pennies minted in Denver. This is the easiest way to confirm it's a Philadelphia Mint coin. Examine the condition. Condition is key when it comes to rare coins. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins with minimal wear, clear details, and no scratches or discoloration will be the most valuable. Look for minting errors. As mentioned earlier, coins with minting errors can be worth a lot more. Some of the most valuable errors in the 1973 no-mint Mark pennies include double die obverse, look for any doubling on the letters, numbers, or other features on the front of the coin. This happens when the die is misaligned, and it can significantly increase the coin's value. Off-center strikes. If the design on the coin looks slightly off-center, it could be a rare error, pushing the value up. Clash dies. If you notice an overlapping design from another coin, it could indicate a clash die error, which can make your coin even more valuable. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare 1973 no mint mark penny, the next step is to have it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade will let potential buyers know just how rare and well-preserved your coin is. The market for the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the current market for the 1973 no mint mark penny. Right now, these coins are highly sought after, especially the ones with minting errors and high-grade conditions. The current market value for a well-preserved 1973 no mint mark penny can be as high as $54,972, but that can vary depending on the quality of the coin and any unique features it has. A graded MS66 example of the 1973 no mint mark penny recently sold at auction for around $54,000. Another error coin with a double die obverse fetched $55,000. Showing just how valuable a minting flaw can make a penny. So, if you've got one of these pennies in your collection, or if you're lucky enough to find one, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Why you should care about the 1973 no mint mark penny. Coins like the 1973 no mint mark penny are a reminder that even the most common coins can be worth a lot of money if they have the right characteristics. Whether it's a minting error, a rare condition, or just a particularly unique version of the coin, there's always the possibility of finding a treasure hidden in your pocket change. To wrap things up, the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny is definitely worth keeping an eye out for. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is a prime example of how small details can make a big difference in the world of numismatics. So, next time you're going through your change, take a moment to check those pennies, because you might just be holding on to a $54,972 treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos like this one. Also, let me know in the comments below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're lucky enough to have a 1973 no mint mark penny in your collection. Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in the world of numismatics, the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This seemingly ordinary penny, found in your pocket change, could actually be worth a staggering $14,972 today. Yep, you heard that right. A penny worth nearly $15,000. But why is this coin so valuable? Let's find out. First, let's start with the basics. We're talking about the 1977 Lincoln penny, minted without a mint mark. If you're new to coin collecting, a mint mark is a small letter stamped onto a coin to indicate where it was minted. In most years, pennies will have a mint mark, either D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco, but in 1977, a few pennies were produced without a mint mark at all. These coins are quite rare, and that's where the story begins. At first glance, this coin might seem like any other penny you find in circulation. On the obverse, we have the famous image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, and on the reverse, the familiar wheat ears or Lincoln Memorial design, depending on the year. But what sets the 1977 no mint mark penny apart is the lack of that tiny letter on the coin's surface. So, why does this penny stand out among its peers? Well, in 1977, a small number of Lincoln pennies were mistakenly minted without the mint mark. This wasn't intentional, but it was a product of an error during the production process at the U.S. Mint. Normally, these coins would have had a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco, but due to an oversight, they were left blank. While this might sound like a small mistake, it made these coins incredibly rare. Now, most coins produced in large quantities, like the Lincoln penny, aren't particularly valuable. But when you have a minting error like this, something that causes the coin to be different from the norm, things get interesting. Error coins often catch the eye of collectors, especially when they are as rare as this one. Let's talk about how this penny went from being just another coin in circulation to becoming a prized item in the world of numismatics. When this error was first discovered, it wasn't immediately recognized as a rare find. However, over time, coin collectors began to take notice of this anomaly. The 1977 no-mint mark penny started gaining attention in the early 2000s as more and more collectors realized its scarcity. As the rarity of this penny became more widely known, its value started to climb. In the beginning, it wasn't worth much more than a few dollars, maybe $10 to $20 for one in decent condition. But as the years went by and fewer of these coins were found, the value surged. Fast forward to today, and this coin can be worth up to $14,972, depending on its condition and the demand in the marketplace. It's an incredible journey for a simple penny. So, what exactly makes this penny worth so much money? Well, there are a few key factors that determine its value. Rarity. The rarity of the 1977 no-mint mark penny is the most obvious reason for its high value. Only a few of these coins were minted without a mint mark, and since most of them have already been spent, lost, or damaged, finding one in good condition is a real treasure. Condition grade. Like most coins, the condition of the 1977 no-mint mark penny plays a huge role in determining its worth. A coin is graded based on its wear, scratches, and overall appearance. Coins in higher grades, such as mint state or proof, can fetch a significantly higher price than those in lower grades. A well-preserved 1977 no-mint mark penny could sell for much more than one that's been worn down. Market demand. Demand for error coins fluctuates, but as more collectors learn about the rarity of this penny, the demand continues to grow. With demand comes higher prices, which is why this coin's market value has increased over the years. Historical context. Finally, we can't forget about the historical significance. The 1977 penny was produced during the final years of the Lincoln Memorial design. In 1982, the U.S. Mint began transitioning to a new design, so this 1977 penny marks the tail end of a long-running era of pennies with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. Coin collectors value coins from this period for their historical importance as well. How to identify the 1977 no-mint mark penny. Now, let's talk about how you can identify the 1977 no-mint mark penny. It's pretty simple, but you'll need to pay attention to detail. First, flip the coin over to the reverse side. This is where you'll be looking for the mint mark. If you see a small D or S, that's the typical mint mark you'd expect. But for this rare 1977 penny, there's nothing, no mint mark at all. It's just a smooth surface. If you find one of these in your collection, make sure to hold on to it, because it could be worth a lot of money. So, what is the current market value of the 1977 no-mint mark penny? As I mentioned earlier, this penny can fetch up to $14,972 in the right condition. But prices can vary based on the coin's grade and demand in the market. If you're looking to sell your 1977 no-mint mark penny, there are a few ways to do it. You can take it to a local coin dealer or sell it at an auction where collectors from all over the world can bid on it. There are also online platforms, such as eBay or heritage auctions, where error coins like this one often go for top dollar. So, there you have it. The 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might just be one of the hidden gems in the world of coin collecting. It's a rare, valuable piece of American history that could be worth thousands of dollars. If you find one in your pocket change, you might just have a small fortune on your hands. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more coin-related content, and share this video with your fellow collectors. And don't forget to comment below if you've ever found a rare coin like this one. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep collecting. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin enthusiast or just someone who loves to learn about rare finds, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of the 1978 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You may be thinking, a penny? Really? Well, hold on to your seats, because this seemingly simple coin is actually worth a whole lot more than its face value. In fact, this little penny could be worth a whopping $17,862 on the current market. So, let's break down why this 1978 Lincoln penny is so valuable, its history, and everything you need to know if you happen to find one in your collection or in your change jar. The history of the 1978 Lincoln penny. To truly understand the value of the 1978 Lincoln penny, we need to go back in time and take a look at its history. In 1978, the U.S. Mint produced the Lincoln cent with a design that had been in place since 1909. The obverse front of the penny features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side, you'll find the familiar image of a pair of wheat stalks, as was common for the coin up until 1958. From 1959 onward, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, which continued until 2008. Now, what makes the 1978 version of the Lincoln penny stand out is the minting process and a few specific characteristics that we'll cover in a moment. First, let's talk about the D mint mark. The D represents the Denver Mint, one of the two main mints that produce coins for circulation in the United States. Every year, millions of pennies are minted at the Denver Mint, but not all of them are perfect. Some may contain minting errors or unique features that make them stand out from the rest. The 1978 penny is particularly special because it is a part of a large run of coins produced at the Denver Mint that year. But among those millions, only a small fraction possess the unique qualities that drive up their value, and that's what makes them so rare and desirable. Why is the 1978 penny worth so much? Now let's get into the real reason we're all here. Why is this penny worth $17,862? It all comes down to rarity, minting errors, and demand in the numismatic, coin collecting community. Here are the main reasons why the 1978 penny is so valuable. Condition and grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. With 70 being a perfect coin. The 1978 penny's value can skyrocket if it's in mint condition, often referred to as MS65 or higher. In perfect condition, this penny becomes a highly prized collector's item. Coins with little to no wear, sharp details, and bright coloring are particularly sought after. Minting errors. Some 1978 pennies were released with rare minting errors. These include double die errors, where the die strikes the coin twice, creating a blurred or doubled design. If you find a 1978 penny with these errors, it can significantly increase the value. Supply and demand. As with any collectible, rarity plays a huge role in price. While millions of 1978 pennies were made, only a small number remain in pristine condition. Additionally, the demand for specific, high-quality coins has grown over time. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare, high-quality examples to complete their sets, which pushes the price higher. How to spot a valuable 1978 Lincoln penny. So how can you spot a valuable 1978 penny in your collection or pocket change? Here are a few key things to look for. Look for the D mint mark. Check the reverse side of the penny to find the D mint mark beneath the date. This tells you that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is where the valuable ones come from. Make sure the mint mark is clear and distinct. Inspect the condition. Examine the condition of the coin closely. Coins that are well preserved, with no noticeable wear or scratches, are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. The sharper the details and the brighter the coin, the better its value. Look for errors. Check for any signs of minting errors. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die, where part of the design appears double-struck. This error often happens when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned, creating a blurry or doubled appearance of certain features. This can be especially noticeable in the word liberty, or in God we trust. Examine the color. The 1978 penny is made primarily of copper-plated zinc. A shiny, reddish-brown appearance is typical, but if the coin has developed a darker or more unique patina, it may be an indication of its age or preservation quality. As of today, the current market value for a 1978 Lincoln penny in excellent condition is sitting at around $17,862. This price may fluctuate depending on factors like demand, condition, and market trends. Coins with minting errors or unique characteristics can fetch even higher prices. For comparison, regular 1978 pennies that are in average circulated condition are worth only a few cents. But for those pristine, error-free, or error-prone pennies, the price can go well above $1,000 or even the $17,862 mark, depending on the coin's exact condition and any special features it might have. How to sell your 1978 penny. If you happen to have a 1978 penny in your collection or just find one by chance, you might be wondering how to sell it. There are a few options: coin dealers and auctions. If you believe your penny is worth a significant amount, the best way to sell it is through a reputable coin dealer or auction house. They can authenticate the coin, evaluate its grade, and help you get the best price for it. Online marketplaces platforms like eBay allow you to list rare and valuable coins for sale directly to collectors around the world. Just be sure to provide high-quality images and accurate descriptions, including details on the coin's condition and any errors it might have. Coin shows. Attending a coin show is a great way to meet collectors and experts who may be interested in purchasing your rare penny. It's also an excellent opportunity to learn more about your coin's value and connect with others in the numismatic community. So there you have it. The 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a seemingly ordinary coin, is actually worth a staggering $17,862 when in excellent condition. From its rich history to the minting errors that increase its value, this penny is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. If you happen to have one of these pennies in your collection, or if you find one in your change, be sure to check its condition and keep an eye out for any potential minting errors. You might just have a valuable coin on your hands. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin content. Until next time, happy hunting, and I hope you find a treasure of your own. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector, or even just a fan of hidden treasures, you're going to want to stick around for today's video. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in the world of numismatics, the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. That's right. This unassuming little coin could be sitting in your change jar or even your pocket right now. But did you know that it's worth a whopping $21,334? Let's break down how this coin came to be and why it's so valuable today. Grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to get into some serious coin history. History of the 1979 Lincoln penny. Before we talk about the exact value of the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, let's first take a step back and look at the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent, first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. For years, the penny has undergone various design changes, but it has remained one of the most widely circulated coins in the U.S. The 1979 penny, in particular, was minted during a time when the U.S. was experiencing a shift in both the economy and coin production. The mystery of the 1979 no-mint mark penny. Now, here's where things get interesting. In 1979, the U.S. Mint issued pennies with a mint mark, just like every other year. However, there was a mysterious anomaly. Some 1979 pennies were released without a mint mark, which immediately raised eyebrows among collectors and numismatists. So, why would a 1979 penny be missing its mint mark? Well, the mint mark typically indicates where the coin was produced. In 1979, the mint marks would typically be placed on coins produced at either the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P, the Denver Mint, D, or the San Francisco Mint, S. However, a small batch of pennies was accidentally produced in Philadelphia without a mint mark at all. This mistake led to one of the most sought-after varieties of the Lincoln penny, and it's incredibly rare. In fact, most 1979 pennies were made with the D mint mark, or had the P mint mark on coins produced in Philadelphia. But these special no mint mark pennies? They're the real prize for collectors. Why is the 1979 no mint mark penny so valuable? So, you might be wondering, Why is the 1979 no-mint mark penny so valuable? Well, rarity is the key factor here. When it was first discovered that there was a batch of pennies without a mint mark, coin collectors scrambled to get their hands on them. At the time, they weren't seen as anything special, and many of these rare pennies were simply spent as everyday change. But as the years went on, collectors began to notice the rarity of the 1979 no-mint mark penny. Because it was never meant to be minted without a mint mark, it is considered a mint error. And as with most mint errors, that rarity drives up the value. In fact, a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can fetch anywhere between $1,000 to $21,334, depending on the coin's condition. How to identify a high-value coin? Now, just because you have a 1979 no-mint mark penny doesn't mean it's automatically worth a fortune. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale, with the highest grade being MS-70, which is essentially a perfect coin. Cut to a grading chart showing the different levels of coin condition, such as VG, Fine AU, MS-60, MS-70. Host. If you find a 1979 no-mint mark penny in mint condition, say, MS-65 or higher, you can expect it to fetch around $20,000 to $21,334 at auction. But if your penny has been heavily circulated and shows signs of wear, like scratches or discoloration, it will still hold value, but much less. Here's a pro tip: to protect your 1979 no-mint mark penny, keep it in a protective holder, away from dirt, moisture, and fingerprints. The cleaner and more intact the coin, the more valuable it will be. Now, let's talk about the current market for the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. In recent years, auction houses have seen strong demand for these rare coins. In 2024, for example, a pristine example of the 1979 no-mint mark penny was sold for an astounding $21,334, breaking the previous records. The excitement around this coin is not just because of its rarity, but also because of the history behind it. Some collectors go to great lengths to obtain this particular penny, and the market continues to grow. That's why it's essential for collectors to stay informed about the value of coins like this. If you have one of these pennies, you might want to have it appraised at a reputable coin dealer or consider getting it graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. How to check if you have a 1979 no-mint mark penny? Alright, so let's get to the most important part. How do you check if you have a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, grab your 1979 pennies and take a good look at them. Examine the reverse side of the coin, where the mint mark should be located. If you don't see a P, D, or S mint mark, then you've got a potential treasure on your hands. But remember, not every 1979 penny without a mint mark is a winner. Be sure to assess the overall condition of the coin, because a well-preserved penny will be worth significantly more than one that's been worn down by years of use. So, there you have it. The 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare, valuable piece of American numismatic history. If you find one in your collection or in your spare change, you could be holding on to a coin worth up to $21,334. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos about rare coins and their fascinating histories. Have you found any rare pennies or other valuable coins recently? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep collecting. Hello, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a truly fascinating coin to talk about, the 1980 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. It may look like just another penny in your pocket, but with the right conditions, this coin can be worth a small fortune. In fact, the current market value of this penny is an astounding $38,642. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that could be sitting in your collection, or even in your pocket right now. Let's take a deep dive into the history, rarity, and value of this incredible coin. The history of the 1980 D Lincoln penny. A coin with a rich history. To understand why the 1980 D Lincoln 1-cent penny is worth so much today, we need to take a step back and explore its history. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of U.S. currency since its introduction in 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Over the years, the design of the penny has undergone several changes, but it has always featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse. The reverse, however, has seen significant changes, starting with the wheat ears design, followed by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then the shield design in 2010. In 1980, we see the famous Lincoln Memorial reverse, and this penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark. But what sets the 1980 D penny apart from other pennies from the same year is its rarity and the special conditions that affect its value today. While many 1980 D pennies were produced, certain minting errors and the overall condition of the coin have made some of them highly valuable to collectors. Why is the 1980 D penny so valuable? What makes this coin worth so much? Now, let's get to the real question. What makes the 1980 D Lincoln penny worth a staggering $38,642? There are a few key factors that contribute to its value. Minting errors. Many of the 1980 D pennies that are worth so much today have minting errors. These errors can vary from doubled dies to off-center strikes, and these abnormalities make the coin highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous errors for this year is the doubled die variety, where the image of Lincoln's portrait or the inscription on the penny appears to be doubled. This error can drastically increase a coin's value, especially if it's in excellent condition. Condition and grade. The condition of the coin is another crucial factor. Coins that are well preserved, with sharp details and minimal wear, can command significantly higher prices. The higher the grade, measured by the Sheldon scale, the more valuable the coin becomes. A coin in uncirculated or mint state can easily reach higher values compared to one that shows signs of wear. Rarity. While millions of 1980 D pennies were produced, it's the rarity of the specific coins in mint condition or with minting errors that drives their value. Coins that are found in perfect or near perfect condition are extremely rare, which is why some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. The 1980 D penny in today's market. Current market value, $38,642. Fast forward to today, and the 1980 D Lincoln penny with the right characteristics is worth a jaw-dropping $38,642. This coin's value has been steadily rising, especially as more collectors become aware of the potential worth of this penny. But how exactly do collectors determine the value of a coin like this? First, coins are graded by professional numismatists, using a system that evaluates the coin's condition based on its appearance, sharpness, and lack of wear. A coin in pristine condition, with clear details, is going to be much more valuable than one that's worn or damaged. A well-preserved 1980 D penny that exhibits a minting error, such as a doubled die or an off-center strike, can easily fetch up to $38,642 or more at auction. In fact, some of the highest-selling examples of this coin have gone for even more, especially when they are certified by trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Where to find and sell a 1980 D Lincoln penny? Where to find and sell a valuable coin? If you think you might have one of these valuable 1980 D pennies, you might be wondering where to find or sell it. First off, let's talk about where you might discover one. While many 1980 D pennies are still circulating, finding one in excellent condition or with a minting error is rare. Your best bet for finding a valuable coin is by searching through rolls of pennies from the year 1980, or from estate sales and old coin collections. Coin dealers and auctions are also great places to look, as these sellers often specialize in rare coins. If you believe you have a rare and valuable 1980 D penny, getting it graded by a professional service is the next step. Certification by a recognized organization like the PCGS or NGC can significantly increase the value of your coin, as it guarantees its authenticity and grade. When it comes time to sell, online auctions like eBay, coin-specific auction houses, or local coin dealers are your best options. You can expect that a well-preserved, certified 1980 D penny with a minting error will attract serious bids, potentially getting you top dollar for your coin. Is your 1980 penny a hidden treasure? Could your penny be worth $38,642? So, is your 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny a hidden treasure worth $38,642? It's entirely possible. Remember, it's the combination of factors like minting errors, condition, and rarity that determine the value of these coins. If you've got one of these rare gems sitting in your collection, you could be holding on to something truly special. Keep your eyes peeled when searching through your change or your old coin collection, and who knows? You might just discover a valuable coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more valuable coin insights, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin that's worth a lot of money. Until next time, happy hunting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in the world of numismatics, the 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin that you might find in your spare change, but hold on tight because this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a lot more than you think. That's right, this small coin, which was produced in 1982, is now worth a jaw-dropping $57,875. And it's not just the age that makes this penny special. There's a rich history, an interesting backstory, and of course, an intriguing market value that has grown over time. Let's break it all down. The history behind the 1982 Lincoln penny. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln 1-cent coin has been in circulation for over a century, and it was first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Since then, it has undergone several design changes, and of course, it has had its fair share of interesting minting errors that make certain years, like 1982, stand out in the world of collectors. Up until 1982, the Lincoln penny had been made of 95% copper. However, in the early 1980s, the U.S. government faced a shortage of copper, and the cost of producing the pennies became too expensive. This led to a significant change in the material of the penny in 1982. But that's not all. In 1982, two distinct types of pennies were produced, one made primarily from copper and the other made from a copper-plated zinc alloy. Both types of coins were minted, but here's the catch. The 1982 no-mint mark penny is especially valuable due to an error in its production. The mint mark mystery. Now, here's where things get really interesting. If you look at most pennies from 1982, you'll see a mint mark. Mint marks are used to indicate where the coin was produced, whether it's at the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints. However, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was supposed to be struck at the Philadelphia mint, yet it didn't carry the mint mark. This mistake has turned the 1982 no-mint mark penny into a rare, highly sought-after piece. You see, for most of history, coins from the Philadelphia mint were minted without a mint mark. But the fact that this specific year's penny was not given the mint mark as expected means it's now considered a rare variant. So, why is the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth such a large sum of money? Well, first, rarity is key. There weren't many of these coins struck without the mint mark, and over the years, collectors have been willing to pay top dollar for such a rare error. $57,875. Next to an image of the penny. As of today, the current market value for a well-preserved 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can range up to a stunning $57,875, depending on its condition, quality, and authenticity. However, the value can fluctuate, and it's important to get these coins evaluated by a professional to determine their exact worth. Some of these coins have been sold at auctions for even higher prices, and the rarity of finding one in good condition makes it a dream come true for collectors and investors alike. How to spot an authentic 1982 no-mint mark penny? Now, before you get too excited and start digging through your change jar, let me show you how to spot an authentic 1982 no-mint mark penny. First, look closely at the obverse, the side with Lincoln's portrait. It should be clear that there's no mint mark right below the date. Check the condition of the coin as well. The higher the grade, the more valuable it will be. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, with little to no wear or scratches, will fetch the highest prices. Section 5. The future of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So, what's next for the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Will its value continue to rise? While it's hard to predict the exact future, the growing interest in rare and unique coins suggests that this penny could become even more valuable as time goes on. Collectors and investors continue to search for these rare gems, and with each year that passes, the coins become harder to find, which only increases their rarity and value. So, if you're lucky enough to have a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your possession, you could be holding a true treasure. With a market value of $57,875 and growing interest from collectors, this coin is more than just a piece of history. It's a valuable asset that could continue to appreciate. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and how it went from just another coin to one of the most coveted pennies out there. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future deep dives into the world of valuable coins. Happy collecting, and who knows, maybe your next penny will be worth thousands. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change, the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, this particular coin is a true rarity, with some of them fetching over $76,000 in today's market. But what makes this penny so special? And why is it worth so much? Stick around as we break down its history, value, and why you should keep your eyes peeled for it. The 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a mystery in the world of numismatics. It's not your ordinary penny. While most pennies from this year were minted with a D or P mint mark, this particular variety is one of the rare few that was struck without a mint mark at all. 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. What makes the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny special? Now, you may be asking, what's the big deal about a penny with no mint mark? Well, let's take a closer look at what sets it apart from other pennies. In 1983, the United States Mint produced pennies in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Most of the coins produced that year were struck with either a P mint mark for Philadelphia or a D mint mark for Denver. However, some 1983 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, but for some reason, they were issued without a mint mark. Typically, coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, but it was assumed that all 1983 pennies would bear one since that's the pattern followed during the 1980s. Mint marks on U.S. coins are used to identify where the coin was struck, either Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. So, the 1983 no mint mark penny is a bit of a mystery. Some collectors believe it's an error coin, while others think it was a rare, intentional variation. But either way, it's now considered an incredibly valuable find. How rare is the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Now that we understand why this coin is so intriguing, let's talk about just how rare it really is. The minting process is highly controlled, so errors like this one don't happen often. It's believed that only a small number of 1983 pennies were struck without a mint mark, which makes this particular penny a true rarity. Out of the millions of 1983 pennies that were produced, only a handful have been found to be missing the mint mark, which makes this penny extremely sought after by collectors. The rarity, combined with the curiosity surrounding its production, contributes to its skyrocketing value. The value history of the 1983 no-mint mark penny. So, how much is this penny actually worth? Let's break down its value history. When the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was first discovered, it wasn't immediately recognized as being rare. In fact, for the first few years, it didn't even garner much attention. However, as collectors began to realize the rarity of this penny, its value started to climb. In the early 2000s, the value of a 1983 no-mint mark penny was relatively modest, ranging from a few dollars to around $100. However, by the mid-2010s, as interest in rare coins exploded and collectors began hunting for more unique finds, prices started to soar. Fast forward to today, and a well-preserved 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can fetch up to $76,431 at auction. Why is the 1983 no-mint mark penny worth so much? Now, you're probably wondering, why is this penny worth so much? It's just one little coin, right? The main reason for the penny's high value is its rarity. As we've mentioned, very few of these coins were struck without a mint mark. The fact that it was a rare error, or intentional variation, adds a layer of mystery and intrigue. In addition, the condition of the coin also plays a massive role in its value. A coin in excellent condition, with minimal wear and no noticeable damage, is worth far more than a penny with scratches, dents, or other signs of heavy circulation. Coins in mint or proof condition, which are coins that have never been used as currency, command the highest prices. A well-preserved 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in mint state could be worth over $76,000, or even more in some cases. That's an incredible return on investment for a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent. How to identify a 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny now? You might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these valuable pennies? It's actually pretty simple, just check for the absence of a mint mark. Look at the reverse side of your penny, near the bottom. If it has a P or D, it's a regular penny. But if there's no mint mark, it's the rare 1983 no mint mark penny that could be worth thousands. Keep in mind, the condition is key. Even if your penny is missing the mint mark, if it's heavily worn or damaged, it may not be worth as much. But if it's in excellent condition, you may be sitting on a small fortune. Current market trends and where to sell. So, you've got your hands on one of these rare pennies. What's next? Well, let's talk about where to sell it and how to get the best price. To get the best value for your 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, you'll want to consider auction houses or professional coin dealers. Some online platforms like eBay also offer opportunities to sell your coin, but make sure you've properly documented its authenticity and condition. Make sure you get your penny appraised before you sell it. You want to be sure you're not underselling such a valuable piece of history. The 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a rare and mysterious error can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this penny is a must-know in the world of rare coins. And who knows, you might just have one hiding in your coin jar. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about other valuable coins, be sure to check out our other videos and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're lucky enough to own a 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. See you next time, and happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something super exciting to talk about, one of the rarest and most valuable pennies you could ever find, the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you've got one of these in your pocket or collection, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Now, this penny might look like any other copper-colored coin at first glance, but there's a very special reason why this particular year and minting era have collectors willing to pay upwards of $41,971. Yes, you heard that right. The basics of the 1989 no-mint mark penny. Let's break it down for a moment. The 1989 Lincoln penny is part of the regular series of pennies issued by the U.S. Mint. The design, as you probably know, features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what sets this coin apart is the fact that it's missing the mint mark. For most pennies, a small letter is stamped on the reverse to indicate which mint produced the coin: D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, and S for San Francisco. The 1989 no-mint mark penny, however, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but for some reason, it was released without the mint mark. Mint marks are essential because they help collectors identify where a coin was made and track its rarity. In most cases, a missing mint mark might seem insignificant. However, when a coin like the 1989 penny, typically expected to have one, lacks that mark, It creates an error that makes it unique and extremely valuable. This kind of minting error can be the result of several factors, like an oversight during production or an issue with the coin die. In the case of the 1989 no-mint mark penny, it's believed that some coins were mistakenly struck with a die meant for coins produced without a mint mark, and these coins were released into circulation. Why it's worth so much. Now, let's talk about why this particular penny is so valuable. In general, the value of a coin is determined by its rarity, demand, and condition. While many coins from the 1980s were minted in large quantities, the 1989 no-mint mark penny stands out due to its scarcity. Reports indicate that fewer than 5,000 of these no-mint mark pennies were released into circulation, making them an extremely rare find. As you can imagine, coin collectors and investors jump at the chance to get their hands on one. But what really drives the price up is the combination of rarity and the growing interest in these unique coins. As time passes, the number of uncirculated examples available decreases, making those that remain even more valuable. What affects the value? So, if you think you've got one of these rare pennies, how can you be sure it's worth $41,971? Well, a few factors will affect its value. First, condition is key. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades being worth more. A penny in mint or near mint condition can fetch top dollar, while one with noticeable wear and tear might be worth less. Coins graded at MS65 or higher are often the ones that hit the market with prices in the $40,000 range. Second, provenance matters. If the coin has been part of a renowned collection or has been verified by professional organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, it adds a layer of credibility that can increase its value. The history behind the 1989 no-mint mark penny. But where did this penny come from? What's the story behind the 1989 no-mint mark error? The 1989 penny was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally doesn't mark its coins with a mint mark. However, in the past, the mint would place mint marks on coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints. Philadelphia was the headquarters for production, and by the late 1980s, the minting process was largely automated, which meant that errors like the missing mint mark were sometimes overlooked. This error was likely caused by a problem with the die, which missed the mint mark during the striking process. Given that there were only a limited number of these coins, they became a rare anomaly in the world of numismatics. Where can you find one? So, where can you find one of these valuable pennies? Well, the 1989 no-mint mark penny is incredibly rare to come by, but there are still collectors and dealers on the lookout for them. Your best bet would be to visit numismatic conventions, attend coin auctions, or check out online marketplaces like eBay, where collectors often buy and sell rare coins. Just be cautious and make sure to verify the authenticity of the coin before making any transactions. You don't want to end up with a counterfeit or overvalued piece. How to identify the 1989 no-mint mark penny? Let's quickly go over how you can spot a 1989 no-mint mark penny. First, flip the coin over and check the reverse side. Unlike most coins from that year, which feature the familiar mint mark, the 1989 no-mint mark penny will have an unmarked area where the mint mark is usually found. That's the key giveaway that this is a rare, valuable piece. To sum it up, the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a true numismatic treasure. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just getting started, finding one of these rare pennies can be a life-changing event. Thanks for tuning in today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on more valuable coin discoveries like this one. And if you have a 1989 no-mint mark penny in your collection, let us know in the comments below. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could cash in on its $41,971 value? Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for rare coins, and happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors! If you're passionate about rare coins and their fascinating history, you're in for a real treat today. We're diving into a coin that may be hiding in your pocket or your coin jar, the 2060 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You may think it's just another everyday penny, but this coin has a story, value, and a market worth paying attention to. So grab your magnifying glass, because today, we're taking a deep dive into the 2006 D. Lincoln penny, its historical context, and why it's worth a lot more than you think, with a current market value of $11,971. 2006 D. Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, value, history, and why it's worth so much. Let's start by breaking down the basics of the 2006 D. Lincoln penny. This coin was produced at the Denver Mint, and its design is quite familiar. The front, or obverse, features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner. Lincoln has been featured on the penny since 1909, making it one of the most recognizable coin designs in U.S. history. The reverse side, or back, of the coin features the Union Shield, introduced in 2010, symbolizing strength and unity. The 2006 penny, however, still features the traditional E Pluribus Unum motto with the classic shield design from earlier years. The penny weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. It's a small coin with a big story. The mint mark and its significance. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. The 2006 D. Lincoln penny carries the D. Mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has been minting coins since 1906 and is known for producing millions of coins each year. But what sets this coin apart from other pennies is the fact that it has a unique history, a rarity, and even some interesting quirks in the production process. Historical context of the 2006 D. penny. 2006 was a pivotal year in the history of U.S. coins. By this time, pennies had been in circulation for nearly a century. While most of us are used to seeing these copper-plated zinc pennies every day, the minting process has evolved considerably. The introduction of zinc-plated steel in the 1980s led to a more cost-effective method of producing pennies, though debates about the value and practicality of continuing to mint pennies have persisted for decades. Why the 2006 D. penny is valuable. Now you might be wondering, why is a simple 2006 D. Lincoln penny worth so much? Well, the answer lies in rarity and demand. While it may look like your average penny, it's the condition and the limited number of certain varieties that make the 2006 D. penny particularly valuable. The 2006 D. penny comes in a variety of conditions, from circulated, meaning it's been used in everyday transactions, to uncirculated, where the coin has been carefully preserved and shows no signs of wear and tear. These uncirculated coins are where the real value lies. The 2006 D. penny in coin varieties. One reason the 2006 D. penny has a higher value is due to some rare minting errors. For example, if you find a 2006 D. penny with a double die or a rotated die error, it could be worth significantly more. Double die errors, where the design is struck multiple times in slightly different positions, are highly sought after by collectors. These errors create coins with unique features that make them incredibly valuable. For collectors, these errors can make a coin much rarer and more desirable. The value for these rare varieties can soar well beyond the typical market prices. While the regular 2006 D. penny in average condition may be worth only a few cents, those with these errors can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Current market value and trends. So, what's the current market value of a 2006 D. penny? As of now, a standard 2006 D. penny in circulated condition is worth about 1 to 2 cents, but if you have an uncirculated example or one with a rare error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, uncirculated examples of the 2006 D. penny are fetching anywhere from $10 to $12,000. The current market value for the highest quality versions of this penny stands at around $11,971. Just take a look at these auction results. Over the years, well-preserved examples with no noticeable wear and high-grade coins have sold for substantial sums. And for the lucky collector who finds one of those rare error coins, the price can jump into the tens of thousands of dollars, even higher in some cases. That's not something you see with every penny. How to identify a valuable 2006 D. penny? So, how can you identify if you've found one of these valuable 2006 D. pennies? the first step is to look for the mint mark. If the penny was produced at the Denver Mint, you'll see a small D under the year, on the right-hand side. Next, you want to examine the coin's condition. The clearer and sharper the details on the Lincoln portrait and the shield, the higher the value. You should also check for any errors, like a double die or other minting defects. If you're unsure, it's always a good idea to get your coin appraised by a professional. Coin experts can help you identify rare coins and provide a more accurate valuation. If you're serious about collecting rare pennies like the 2006 D, here are a few tips. First, always store your coins in protective cases to avoid damage from dirt, oils, and scratches. A simple 2x2 holder or an acid-free holder can make a huge difference in preserving the value of your coins. Second, keep track of the market trends. Coin values fluctuate, so it's essential to stay up to date with current prices and recent auction results. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers provide valuable insight into the market. So there you have it, folks. The 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just any ordinary coin. With its fascinating history, potential for rare minting errors, and current market value of around $11,971, it's a must-keep for collectors. So, take a look at your change, you might just have a hidden gem. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more valuable coin insights. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. If you're into rare coins and valuable pennies, then today's video is for you. We're diving deep into the world of the 2007 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that holds more than just sentimental value. You may have a coin like this sitting in your collection or even in your spare change, and you might not know it's worth a lot of money. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating story behind this coin, why it's so rare, and how it has gained tremendous value over time. And by the end, you'll learn how much it's worth today. Let's jump right in. The history of the 2007 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny. The 2007 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny was minted during a transitional period in U.S. coinage. The Lincoln penny itself has a rich history. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Over the decades, the design has changed multiple times, but one thing has remained constant: the penny's iconic image of Lincoln's profile. Fast forward to 2007. The U.S. Mint decided to mark the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln penny by releasing a series of special editions. These featured both the traditional obverse with Lincoln's portrait and a new reverse design depicting the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in use since 1959. But here's where it gets interesting. Some of these 2007 pennies were minted without a mint mark, and that's what sets this particular penny apart from other Lincoln pennies. Typically, every U.S. coin produced by the Mint includes a mint mark showing where it was struck, like a D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. However, the 2007 penny struck in Philadelphia didn't have any mint mark at all. Why the 2007 No Mint Mark penny is so valuable. So, why does the 2007 No Mint Mark penny hold such significant value today? Well, here's the thing. While most pennies from that year are considered common and worth only 1 cent, the absence of a mint mark on this specific penny is a rare anomaly. The U.S. Mint typically places a mint mark to identify which of its facilities produced the coin. But when the Philadelphia Mint produced this batch, they decided not to include the usual P mint mark. This oversight made these particular pennies far rarer than the others. This mistake, though unintentional, turned into a collector's dream. The error drew attention from numismatists and collectors alike, sparking interest in what was once thought to be a common coin. As more people began to recognize its rarity, the value of the 2007 No Mint Mark penny started to rise. Today, the 2007 No Mint Mark penny is highly sought after in the market. It's not just the rarity that drives up the value, but also its condition. Coins in mint condition, unworn and uncirculated, are even more valuable. Pennies with fewer scratches, no discoloration, and no signs of wear can fetch a hefty price. So, if you happen to find one of these in your collection in perfect shape, you could be holding a small fortune. the current market value of the 2007 no mint mark penny. Now, let's talk about how much this penny is worth today. In 2025, the current market value for a 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny is approximately $13,666, depending on its condition. This might sound unbelievable for a coin that was originally minted to be worth only 1 cent, but as we've seen, rarities in the world of numismatics can escalate in value. Collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for coins like this, especially when it comes to ones that were produced in limited quantities or had a unique characteristic, such as the lack of a mint mark. Auctions, private sales, and even online marketplaces are where the highest prices are being seen for these rare pennies. And it's important to note, the value could continue to rise as time goes on, especially as the coin becomes more difficult to find. How to identify a 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny. So, how can you identify the 2007 no mint mark penny in your collection? First, you'll need to examine the obverse, the side with Lincoln's portrait. Look closely at the area beneath the date. Most 2007 pennies from Philadelphia would have a P mint mark here, but the 2007 no mint mark penny will be completely blank. If you spot a 2007 penny with no mint mark, that's your first clue that it could be a valuable find. Be sure to check the condition as well. Coins that have been well preserved without signs of wear are the ones that will fetch the highest prices. How to sell your 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny. If you believe you found a 2007 no mint mark penny, it's important to understand how to get it appraised and potentially sold. The first step is to have it professionally graded. Companies like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can assess the coin's condition and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Once your coin is graded, you can sell it at an auction, through online marketplaces like eBay, or through a reputable coin dealer. Just make sure you do your research to ensure you're getting the best price possible. So, there you have it. The 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny is an extraordinary example of how a simple mistake can turn a humble coin into a valuable collector's item. If you happen to have one in your collection, make sure to check it closely. It could be worth much more than you think. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more rare coin content. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin enthusiasts! Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 2016 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might have one of these pennies tucked away in your collection, or maybe you've stumbled upon one while going through your spare change. Either way, you're in for an exciting discovery. In this video, we'll explore the history of this penny, its unique characteristics, and why it's valued at a staggering $9,999 today. Let's start by understanding what makes the 2016 no mint mark Lincoln penny so special. As most of you know, Lincoln pennies have been in circulation since 1909, commemorating President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. They've undergone several design changes over the years, but the 2016 penny is unique for reasons that go beyond its design alone. Now, you may wonder, what's the significance of the year 2016 for this particular penny? Well, let's go back in time. The U.S. Mint regularly produces pennies in various locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, which doesn't use a mint mark. Normally, when coins are struck at the Philadelphia Mint, they're not marked with a P as we might see with coins produced at other mints. However, the year 2016 saw a peculiar phenomenon in the coin market. In 2016, some Lincoln pennies were found to have a rare misprint, a missing mint mark, even though they should have had one. Typically, pennies from the Philadelphia Mint, such as those from 2016, would be struck with no mint mark, while other coins produced in different mints carry a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But here's the twist. The 2016 penny without the mint mark isn't just any regular coin. It's extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors and numismatists alike. To put it simply, these coins don't pop up every day. Finding one is like uncovering a hidden treasure in a sea of standard pennies. Now you may be asking, why is this coin worth so much? Why is the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny valued at a remarkable $9,999? It all boils down to rarity, demand, and the interest of collectors. When it comes to rare coins, it's not just about the age of the coin, but also its history, manufacturing errors, and the story behind it. And the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny checks all these boxes. So, what makes this particular penny worth so much? The lack of a mint mark makes it stand out, but this coin also holds historical value. It's tied to a very specific time in U.S. mint history, where one small misstep led to the creation of an incredibly rare coin. Let's take a look at how the market value of this coin has evolved. As time has passed, the price of the 2016 no-mint mark penny has skyrocketed. In the early days of its discovery, it was valued at just a few $100s, but the rarity of the coin, combined with the growing interest in rare U.S. coins, has caused its value to surge into the thousands. But what makes a coin like this so valuable at auction? It all comes down to a few key factors that every coin collector and investor looks for. First, we have rarity. The fewer of these coins in circulation, the higher the price. Second, we have demand. As more people become aware of this rare find, the competition to own one increases. And finally, condition. A coin's grade is one of the most important aspects when determining its worth. When it comes to the 2016 no-mint mark penny, the grade of the coin plays a crucial role. Coins that are in pristine condition, with no visible wear or damage, are worth far more than those that are worn or scratched. Higher grade coins can fetch prices that go beyond even $9,999, depending on their condition. If you've got a 2016 no-mint mark penny in your collection, it's worth having it professionally graded to understand its true market value. You may find that your coin could be worth even more than $9,999, depending on the quality of the piece and the current demand for rare Lincoln pennies. But of course, it's not all about the money. The Lincoln penny is iconic in its design, honoring the 16th President of the United States. The reverse side features the famous Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of freedom and unity, which makes this coin even more meaningful to collectors and history enthusiasts. Now, whether you have a 2016 no-mint mark penny in your possession or you're just interested in learning more about rare coins, the story of this penny is a reminder that sometimes the smallest details, like the absence of a mint mark, can lead to big rewards in the world of numismatics. As with any collectible, it's always important to educate yourself about the coin's history, production errors, and market value before making any decisions. And if you find yourself with a 2016 no-mint mark penny, it might be worth taking it to a professional to verify its rarity and potential value. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into the world of coins, keep an eye out for this rare and valuable 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. It could very well be the crown jewel of your collection. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of rare coins, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to talk about a coin that's been flying under the radar for a lot of people, but if you find it in your pocket change, you could be holding on to a hidden treasure worth a lot of money. Yes, I'm talking about the 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin is valued at an astonishing $10,000 in today's market, and in this video, we'll uncover why this is such an important coin to keep an eye out for. So, make sure you stick around until the end, you don't want to miss this. Let's start with the basics. The 2020 Lincoln 1-cent penny features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and is part of the regular series of pennies minted by the U.S. Mint. Now, most of the pennies you'll find in circulation have either a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia mint mark. But this coin is special. The 2020 no-mint mark penny, as the name suggests, was produced in Philadelphia, but it has no mint mark to indicate that. Why is that significant? Well, it's part of a series of coins where the U.S. Mint, for some reason, did not place the mint mark on the penny, creating a rare and valuable error. Now, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln cent. First minted in 1909, the Lincoln penny has been an iconic coin in American history. Its design has seen a few changes over the years, but it's always been a representation of Abraham Lincoln, a man who shaped American history in such profound ways. But in 2020, something unusual happened. While the U.S. Mint was minting billions of pennies, some of the coins coming out of the Philadelphia Mint had no mint mark. As simple as that sounds, this small detail made all the difference, and it's the key to why this coin is valued at $10,000 today. In general, the U.S. Mint's production facilities, such as the one in Denver, mark their coins with a D to signify where they were produced. But in 2020, due to a combination of factors, including the COVID-19 pandemic and production complications, the Philadelphia Mint failed to apply the traditional P Mint mark to some of their pennies. This was not intentional. It was a mistake in the production process, and it's considered a rare error coin. Now you may be wondering, why does this make the 2020 no mint mark penny so valuable? Well, here's the thing. Error coins, especially ones as unusual as this, are highly collectible. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare mistakes, because they add value and rarity to their collections. And while the vast majority of 2020 pennies have the standard mint mark, finding one without it? That's a real treasure. As a result, the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny has been selling for as much as $10,000 on the market. So, what exactly makes this penny so valuable? The absence of the mint mark may seem minor, but it's what coin collectors look for. The more rare and unusual the error, the more it increases the coin's value. In this case, the fact that these pennies were struck with no mint mark makes them incredibly scarce. Keep in mind, not every 2020 penny is worth this much, only the ones with no mint mark. Let's talk about how you can identify a 2020 no mint mark penny. First, it looks like any other standard penny with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The key difference? There's no mint mark beneath the date. If you have a penny from 2020 and you don't see the D or P mint mark, congratulations! You may have a rare and valuable coin on your hands. Let's take a quick look at the market trends for this penny. When news first broke about the 2020 no mint mark penny, the prices for these coins started to rise rapidly. At first, they were being sold for a few $100s, but over time, collectors began to realize how rare these coins really are. And now, they can fetch up to $10,000, depending on their condition. Coins in mint condition are obviously more valuable, but even coins that have been circulated are still commanding impressive prices. Here's a look at the market value over time. In the first few months after discovery, these era coins were listed at around $1,000. But as more collectors learned about the rarity of this coin and its connection to U.S. Mint history, demand started to soar, pushing the value all the way up to $10,000 for a single penny in good condition. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a 2020 no mint mark penny, what should you do with it? Well, first and foremost, get it checked by a professional coin grader. A coin's grade, its condition, plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that are in pristine condition are worth far more than those that have been worn down over time, so make sure you preserve your coin as best as you can. Coin grading involves assessing the wear and tear on the coin, its surface details, and the overall look of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin in excellent condition, graded in the 60s or higher, is the one that will fetch the highest prices. If you do find one of these rare coins, your best bet is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Afterward, you can either keep it as part of your collection or sell it to one of the many collectors who would be eager to add it to theirs. So, there you have it, folks, the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny. It's an era coin that's becoming more and more valuable every year. If you happen to come across one in your change, you could be holding on to a coin worth $10,000. Remember to check your pennies carefully, because you never know when you might find a little piece of history that could change your life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries and tips. And as always, keep collecting and stay curious. Until next time.